courageous faith. Say courageous faith. The last thing that's important if we're going to be leaders of the 21st century is, number one, you got to have courage. Courage is when you believe in yourself, you trust in yourself, you're willing to stand up, and most importantly, you're willing to act despite the fear, despite the challenge, or despite the uncertainty. I have never in my entire life seen a very successful person, a very amazing leader that has not at some point in their life had to come to a place where they had to look at a challenge, they had to look at an obstacle, they had to look at failure, rejection, or uncertainty and be willing to act on what they believe despite what the situation looked like. Never have met him in my entire life. So if I'm going to be an effective leader, I got to be willing to act when all hell is breaking out. If I'm going to be an effective leader, I got to be ready to act when there's uncertainty. If I'm going to be an effective leader, when problems arise, it's not going to stop me from acting. You say, Joshua, why is this important? Well, it's important because when you think about the Wright brothers, and you think about Thomas Edison, and you think about Steve Jobs, and you think about Oprah Winfrey, and you think about Walt Disney, and you think about all these leaders that we talk about, you will find that at some point they had to act on what they believed regardless of what was facing them. Edison, they said he failed multiple times before he created the light bulb. But at that point of failure, he did it again. If you study the Wright brothers, they failed multiple times. As a matter of fact, the New York Times had an article. They said it will never happen, but they did it. If you study Steve Jobs, he got fired from his own company, and his own company had to come back and hire him again. Acted on it. And so what we learn is that all these great leaders had made an impact in the world because they had courageous faith. Say courageous. Faith. Say courageous. Faith. Now again, I don't come up here to give you something I have not lived. I'm going to make it very crystal clear. 4 years ago, I was in Jacksonville, Florida. I had never done this conference ever in my life. I was on the plane getting ready to go back home and celebrate Christmas, and I had the vision of this entire leadership conference. At that moment, I didn't have one resource. I didn't have one guest. I didn't know where students were going to come from. I didn't have $1 bill in my account. As a matter of fact, I knew it would cost $30,000 to put on a conference like this, and $10,000 was getting ready to come out my own pocket. So here we are, looking at an impossible situation. And so I make this journey to start this program. Excuse me. And in making this journey, I call colleges, hey, I got this conference. We don't care. Rejection. Trying to get sponsors. No, we don't care. Rejection. November 7th comes. I'm a month before the conference. I don't have a sponsor. I really only have 7 people signed up. And the conference is in 1 month. And I get on the phone and they say, Joshua, yes. They said, I think you should. Oh, my music. They said, I think you should cancel. And I wanted to cancel. I really did, because I was like, man, I don't know where I'm going to get the money from. I don't know what's going to happen. I really, really want to cancel. But I said, no. I said, I'm a leader of faith. I will walk by faith and not by sight. And I will believe that if I see it in here, I don't know how it's going to work out, but it's going to work out. And so what I began to do is I began to think positive. I began to pray. I began to fast. I began to refuse to take no for an answer. I began to say, I'm thinking positive no matter what. And the journey as I walk, help comes and students register. And then on the 23rd of November 2010, I wake up one day and I get approved for a $10,000 grant. Every bill is paid for, and the first annual Circle of Change Leadership Conference comes about, and then Mark Hartley comes on board, and then Ilaria comes on board, and then more people come on board, and more people. So we go 2nd year and 3rd year, and here we are in the 4th year of an experience that started with a vision. Yeah. And we don't have no sponsors. We have 5 sponsors. And yeah, give a round of applause. And it all happened because of courageous faith. So as I get ready to close today, the question that I have for you today is, how much faith do you have in your dream? Here it goes. How much faith do you have in your vision? I like what Kim said earlier. She said, I'm here to get you out your comfort zone. How much faith do you have in yourself to step out your comfort zone the next 3 days and do things you've never done? How much confidence do you have to step up to an executive of a major company and shake their hand and let them know that you're ready for the job, you're ready to step up, and you're ready to be a leader of the 21st century? Someone say, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Say, oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is the call today. How much faith do you have? And if you have faith, and if you believe, and you treat people good, say treat people good. Treat people good. Smile at people. Smile at people. Love them when they hate you. I'm saying it again. Love them when they hate you. Love them when they have an attitude. Love them when they give you last. And then you lead with purpose, and you lead with vision, and you lead with self-awareness. I am telling you, man, good things will start looking for you. Opportunities will start looking for you. Things you never imagined are coming in your direction because you've determined that, number one, I know who I am. Number two, I got a vision. Number three, I have purpose. I have a reason why I do what I do. Number four, I'm going to treat people right. I want the best for people. And then number five, I don't care if fear comes. I don't care if failure comes. I don't care if circumstances come. I don't care if challenges come. I will go forward in faith. And I'm here to tell you, I'm a living witness. I promise you that not only will you see your vision and your dream become a reality, but let me go a step farther. There are things that you never even imagined that are scheduled to happen in your life just when you make the decision to say yes. I'm sorry, Mark, I'm getting inspired right now, but I'm going to say it one time because I'm going to say it, and so I'm going to speak to someone. You don't have to raise your hand, but I know I'm speaking to someone, but there's someone in here today, and you've been thinking about across the country, and you've been thinking about going to a new location, and I'm telling you today, just to affirm that for you, that if you make the move, stuff is going to happen. Jobs are going to happen. Opportunities are going to happen. But you have to act. Say it. Act. And again, I'm not just telling you something I know. I'm telling you something that has aptly happened in my life. Give yourselves a round of applause. Awesome.